Good morning from a very beautiful Polynesian Village Resort here at Disney World. Today is actually our last day. We are checking out this morning, but I remembered that I didn't give a room tour when we checked in, and that's because we got here super late and we were both so exhausted that we didn't really have the energy to do a room tour. We just got into bed and then kind of messed the room up. So you'll see that the bed is unmade. That was us. That wasn't how we got the room. But this room is absolutely beautiful. It is my favorite resort that I've ever stayed at on Disney World property. So I'm so glad that we chose to stay here for our last week at Disney World. And first we're gonna start with this awesome view on this balcony. So we just have a standard view, but I absolutely adore the view that we have. You have the Grand Floridian off there in the distance. You have that beautiful white sand beach that we get to look out at every night and all this gorgeous foliage. And because we have several palm trees right in front of our balcony, we were getting so many birds every day, which was so beautiful. We are in the Fiji building, which is basically the last building on the end before you get to the Grand Floridian. You can actually walk to the Grand Floridian on this little pathway here. It takes about 10 minutes at a slow, comfortable pace, and I actually did the full walk from Magic Kingdom back to the Polynesian last night, or the other night, and that was a really nice walk as well. So the location could not be better, especially if you are a Magic Kingdom fan like I am. But, this view, right? Like it's stunning. And then the balcony itself is actually really nice and large. We have all this room. We have like two little chairs and a table. We both had like a couple meals out here, just enjoying the view. It's a little chilly out today, but if you, even if it's raining, you're under cover completely. So you see this is solid up here. See if it will brighten up for you. There you go. So it's solid roof, so you can actually sit out here, even in the rain, and just watch the day go by. Alright, so this is just coming in the front door. We are on the 3rd floor and we have a king bed, and you have a wall of closets right here. Sorry I didn't put my wide angle lens on, so I know it's a little tough to see, but we have a lot of closet space. So you got plenty of hangers here, which is really great. And I'm sure if you ran out, you'd probably ask for a couple more. And then we have 2 drawers in this closet. A luggage rack, which you don't really need, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then there were extra blankets and pillows, which we used. Then just on the right, you have your coffee station, which you can see I've already made my morning cup of coffee. It's a Keurig machine. This is one of the loud ones, so if you have light sleepers, I don't recommend using this while they're sleeping. It makes a lot of noise just opening and closing and then brewing the coffee. And then you have a drawer, which will have all your coffee and tea needs. Sugars, creamers, stirs, everything like that. And then underneath that, there's a good sized mini fridge, which I can't really open right now. Maybe I'll try. We've got our luggage in the way, I apologize for that. But we have a nice little fridge there. And this room was recently rethemed as a Moana room, so you've got Hei Hei greeting you with your morning coffee. So there's a little coffee station. And the little entryway with all of our luggage taking it up. I'll show you the bathroom in a minute. We do have a king size bed, which we were able to request. There was no extra charge for that for us. And I really, especially if you don't have kids and it's just 2 of you, I really prefer this layout because we have this awesome big bed here, and then you get all that extra space over there. It made this stay so much more enjoyable than the room we had at the Grand Destino Tower, which was like 2 queen beds. It was really cramped and just not really comfortable for us. But the Polynesian, I absolutely adored everything about this resort. It's even better than how I remember it being when I was a kid. This was actually the first resort I ever stayed at when I was 10 years old. I got spoiled with Disney very early. I was very lucky with that. But anyway, back to the room tour. So this is a recently renovated Moana themed room, and I find that the details are super subtle. They're not really in your face, which is what I expect from a deluxe resort. They're not going to be like overpowering like you'd find at the All-Stars Pop Resort, Pop Century I think it's called, or Art of Animation. All really beautiful resorts, but just keep that in mind. If you have young kids that are really looking for that huge Disney touch, a deluxe resort might not be your best option. But even in the lamps, you can see they've got the Moana, like sort of the tattoos that you find on Maui. Really beautiful. I would have this in my house, that lamp. This is our checkout day, so the bed isn't perfect, but I tried to make it so it didn't look too awful for you. Get that beautiful little colorful pillow there, and then you get this beautiful headboard. with what I really like is that it's not all wood, that this is cushioned. So like when we were sitting up in bed watching TV, we had plenty of like padding behind us. Then each side has this great little reading light, which we both took advantage of. And then this was fun. So they have these switches on both sides. And I'm not gonna be able to get to work. Oh, there it goes. So let me put the light up here, see if we can tell the difference. So you see that? That's another light that's hidden behind the bed. There is so much light in this room, probably about twice as much light in here than we got in the Grand Destino Tower. And these really awesome lampshades, again, with those hidden, really subtle Moana themed details. And then both sides have the 2 outlets and 2 USB ports. And then you get a nice big drawer, and then some decent sized cabinet space underneath. Let's see if I can back up enough. You get a really beautiful Moana print here. You can see her down there. But it's just a really gorgeous, very tropical feeling painting. Really sets the mood of the room. We have the updated thermostats, which they worked really well. We basically kept the temperature at 68 because it was cold outside. That actually felt warm in here, oddly. Then you get this nice little bench at the bottom of the bed. Great for sitting on, put your shoes on. It's super cushy. Then over here, you get some storage space. You can put like your shoes or maybe a suitcase. And you have room to store stuff up here. And then underneath the TV, we have 2 outlets, a USB, and then I think that's is it a micro BUC, micro something? Sorry, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the ones that like the new iPhones use and Samsungs and such. That's what they use to charge. So that's really awesome that they have that, and they have it on both sides of the TV. So tons and tons of outlet space. You don't need to bring like a lot of plugs, like wall plugs for your USB chargers. There are several USB chargers in here. You got this nice big TV. It's not as modern as the TV that was at the Grand Destino Tower, but it still worked great. Then you get 3 very, very large drawers. We were able to basically unpack everything into our drawers for this trip. Tons of space there. They're pretty deep. Then over here, another lamp, more storage space. I think we put our shoes under there. And the best part about this room for me was that there's so much storage space. We were actually able to put everything away and hide our suitcases. Whereas at the Grand Destino Tower, we had to keep our suitcases out because we still needed to get things from them. So this gave us tons of space, made the room feel cleaner for our stay. And then underneath the bed, if you can see past the sheet, there's room to put your suitcases. So after we were done unpacking, we were able to put 4 full-size suitcases under there. And then I think we put my carry-on in that little cubby hole there. And especially for those longer stays, you don't want to live out of the suitcase, this room was perfect. Then we have this gorgeous little reading chair right here. It was really comfortable. That the stool was almost like memory foam. It was so comfortable to sit on. And then this gorgeous wallpaper. It's Moana themed, but I feel like if you'd never seen the movie Moana, you probably wouldn't even know that this is a Disney themed room. It's just, it looks tropical. It fits that Fiji feel that this resort is kind of designed after. You know, not bad for a 50-year-old resort because the Polynesian was open on opening day when Disney World opened on October 1st, 1971. So this resort is celebrating its 50th anniversary as well. And you can't tell that it's 50 years old. It is just, the whole resort is gorgeous. Give you a full view of the room from back here. And then I think this lamp was actually my favorite because it's probably the most Moana themed thing in the room. You kind of get like all the characters going around it. Of course you have Moana over here. I imagine there's probably Hei Hei. Yep, there's Hei Hei. I absolutely love that lamp. If I could buy that, if they were selling that in the gift shop, I'd be taking it home with me. And then over here, you do have a pull-out bed. I have to double check with Rex because he was showed how the bed worked. I want to say it's a pull-out queen bed, or it might be like a double sofa bed. But either way, if you're traveling with like small children or something, there is an extra bed here for them and you don't have to take up the whole space by having a second bed. So it worked out really great for us. And then you get these awesome little tables. We were able to move those tables around. They're a little heavy, but you can move them, so we moved them as we needed them. And then you get these 2 cute little pillows. Got a little octopus pillow, which I said that was me, and then Rex has that cute little turtle pillow because he loves turtles. And then again, more lighting. Like, you can't beat the lighting in this room. Everywhere you look, there's another lamp for you to turn on. And then this just beautiful wall art. It's got some mirrors in there for you, but it really fits the aesthetic of this room. I found that overall, even though this is a Moana Disney themed room, it's really subtle. It's not in your face. I feel like it could be a great place for a honeymoon. It has like a romantic, tropical vibe. It's great for kids. If they love the movie Moana or they just love this tropical vibe as well, I feel like by staying at the Polynesian, I was actually transported to Hawaii or Fiji. I didn't feel like I was on Disney World property anymore. And of all the resorts that we kind of toured and stayed at in my lifetime, this one just really transports you the most. I think they're all gorgeous. I love that every resort changes its entire aesthetic to match the theme of the resort. But when I stayed here this time, every time I came back to the room, I just felt so calm and relaxed. I loved walking around the resort. I loved taking the boat and seeing it off in the distance. I don't think any other resort's gonna beat this for me. And for probably about 20 years, the Grand Floridian was my favorite resort. But Polynesian takes the cake now. One final detail that I just absolutely adored. You see that wall back there? That entire wall is a window. So you can open up those curtains and you get so much daylight in, and it just really brightens the room up and you can see the beautiful views. And the even better part is those curtains are blackout curtains and they actually work. You know, sometimes you go to a hotel and like the two blackout curtains won't overlap properly and then you still get that like streak of sunlight in. These actually completely black out the room. There is no streak of sunlight. I was able to sleep like I was a hitchhiking ghost. Like that's how good I slept. And I'm gonna apologize again for the bathroom because we are checking out, so our towels are on the floor, but I still wanna show you this awesome bathroom. So my favorite part about this one is the sliding doors. The sliding doors at the Grand Destino Tower slammed and made a lot of noise, so you gotta be very careful in the morning. But these have this really awesome soft close. So hardly any noise. That's really great because sometimes when you're super tired, you forget to softly close the door. I really enjoyed that. You get a double vanity, and then great little makeup mirror here, and then all of your amenities that you need would be right up here, but we used most of them because we've been here for a week. The blow dryers in the rooms are actually really good. I was shocked. I was expecting it to be really crummy, but I had no problem blow drying my hair. You don't get as much storage here as we did at the Grand Destino Tower or some of the newer resorts, and that is because this resort's pretty old. They did a good job of remodeling it to give you storage. We get like those two little cubbies there, and then two cubbies on either side of the sink. But we were able to store pretty much everything we needed up on that ledge. And then the toilet room, which is in here, same thing again. Nice soft closed door. So you're never making too much noise. I really appreciated that feature on this trip. We have another subtle Moana print in the bathroom. I didn't actually even notice Moana was in it until probably like the 4th day. So she's just down there at the bottom left-hand corner. And then they made really great use of space here, and this is where they stored all of our extra towels. So they weren't like taking up room in the bathroom. I thought that was really smart use. And then just some more places to hang towels. And the cool thing about the toilet is the toilet lid is actually soft closed, so you're not making any noise in the middle of the night. And then the shower, I really loved the shower here. So you got the big rain shower at the top, and then you got the shower on a hose if you need to like bathe little ones or you just want to wash your hair. That was really handy. And then even the tile in the shower just has that subtle Moana theming as well, kind of like Maui's tattoos. It almost looks like, you know, this tile is worn down over the years and you're just staying like at a beachfront property. You know, that ocean air tends to erode things faster, and I feel like that's the vibe you're getting with the shower. Get a little cubby for your own toiletries, and of course those awesome H2O bath products, which I love so much. I'm gonna pick some up before I leave today because my hair has never been happier. So what do you think? Would you stay at this hotel? I'm so glad that we did. This was one of the ones that Rex had picked out. We actually really lucked out because we booked it while they were still renovating it, but hadn't announced what the new theming was gonna be. So the prices were relatively cheap. In fact, I think it was more expensive to stay at the Grand Destino Tower for the week than it was for us to stay here, or maybe pretty close in price. So we lucked out there, and then when they announced the Moana theming, I was like, yes, I'm so glad that I booked this because this hotel sold out almost immediately, well, at least the rooms that they have open at the moment. But I'm so glad that we were able to stay here it's gonna be hard staying anywhere else after this, but we wanna try different resorts in the future. Just, you know, maybe there's another one out there that is our favorite, but I think this is gonna be it. I think we spoiled ourselves. So let me know in the comments, have you stayed here before? Do you wanna stay here? Is this not really your favorite? Like, do you not love this resort? Is there another resort that you just absolutely love staying at? Let me know, can't wait to hear what you think. And yeah, let's see what the rest of the day brings us. We have an awesome royal breakfast coming up that I cannot wait for because I'm so hungry. So let's go eat. And just for reference, this is our room number for this stay in the Fiji building if you're interested in trying to get a similar room in the future. There are theme park views for theme park view rooms as well. Those are pricier, of course, because you're staying in a room that will probably be able to see the Magic Kingdom fireworks every night. But we were pretty happy with our standard view room. Not all of them are that gorgeous. You will get some where it's just another building or some trees. But you know what? Even if you don't get a great view at this resort, just take a little walk down to the beach. We sat out on the beach one night to watch the fireworks, and it was super nice, really romantic. They have some swings out there, plenty of chairs. But if you do want to catch the fireworks at night, from the beach, just make sure you get there early enough if you do want to get a seat. We ended up just sitting in the sand because we kind of got there 30 minutes before they were due to start. All right, and then I'm just going to take you on a little walk to the monorail so you can see what that looks like in the morning, how long it is, which isn't long at all. And then just there to the left, you have the Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace, as well as where you can get your pineapple Dole Whip. So they have the pineapple lanai. They have the volcano water slide over there. There's an awesome little pool bar right next to that main pool that I went to several nights. They make some really good margaritas there. They also have some food at the pool bar, including like fish tacos and wings and things like that. And then you go in here. This is the Ceremonial house, so the main building. So we've just passed the secret door for Trader Sam's. And then over here is Captain Cook's, which is their quick service restaurant. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. It's also where you'll find your quick refillable mug station, which if you're staying for like at least 5 nights, I'd say, those refillable mugs at $20 were such a bargain. They're good for 2 weeks, so we were able to use them for the entirety of our trip. I think you only need to fill them up like 4 or 5 times. All right. Just to our left is Ohana. So this big lounge for Ohana if you're waiting for your table. They have the bar, which was really good. We drank there the one night we did the monorail crawl. Then Kona Cafe is to our right. And you can also get Kona Cafe to go, which we did several times. And then this coffee shop here has really good coffee, pastries, you can get sushi there. We actually got lunch and breakfast there a couple times. And then the Moana Mercantile, it's where you'll find all your sundry items. And then over here is where you'll find a Rex. So we are getting ready to check into breakfast at Cinderella's Royal Table in Cinderella Castle. I haven't dined here since I was 10 years old, and it'll be Rex's first time. Cinderella's Royal Table is a unique and magical experience where you'll dine inside the castle with Cinderella herself. We went to this breakfast before it had returned to the full princess meet and greet breakfast, so we only saw Cinderella walking around. However, even with the limited experience, I still think this is a must-do for any Disney fan, as dining inside the castle just can't be beat. It does, however, come in on the pricey side. You have to prepay for this dining experience when you book it. Breakfast costs $65 per adult and $39 per child plus tax and gratuity. You will choose one entree and a drink, and they'll also bring you an assortment of pastries to start. Cocktails are not included. Now, considering the princess breakfast over at the Grand Californian and Disneyland Resort cost $125 per person, whether you're a child or an adult, and doesn't take place inside a castle, I do think that Cinderella's Royal Table is totally worth the price in comparison. And you'll have some time to look around inside before you're called upstairs for your dining experience. Be sure to take some time to look at all the little hidden details. We even found a few of Cinderella's friends just hiding about at the top. I'll laid out the red carpet for you. Like a red doormat.
right this way. Congratulations.
Thank you. You get to take a wishing star for you to make a wish on later during your meal. The kid at heart of me was very excited by this. I also really love how pretty the menu looked. I love that you can see the castle right on the front there. But my favorite part by far was just how beautiful this dining room is. It is on the smaller side, which makes it a more intimate experience, and also explains why this reservation can be really tough to get. I decided to do the 50th anniversary royal celebration flight. Now this isn't actually on the breakfast menu, but they do offer it at breakfast. So make sure you ask what the different flights are. So it is a champagne that is made by Nicholas Foulot. I don't know how to say that. I'll have to look up how to say that properly. It's a blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. I don't think I've had that last one before, and I'm surprised that it has a blend of Pinot Noir in it. I wouldn't normally think that with a champagne. It has a nice floral scent with notes of apple, apricots, also layered with almond and honey. So to celebrate a wish your heart makes, Enchanté champagne is exclusively sold at Walt Disney World. And I'll put a picture of the bottle in. It's actually the castle that Cinderella Castle is modeled after. Looks like we've got some boba at the bottom of this one. There we go. And then this is just the straight champagne, and then we've got like a strawberry blend champagne. So breakfast starts with a pastry flight. And on the pastry plate, we have Mickey-shaped blueberry muffins, little pain au chocolat, and then and 2 croissants, and some fresh strawberries. And this is sort of like an all-you-care-to-eat dinner or dining location. Rex was able to get waffles with his breakfast, even though he didn't get the waffle breakfast. So just kind of let them know what you're interested in or whatever dietary restrictions you have, and they should be able to accommodate. So I just noticed, I don't know if you can tell, but the champagne in the middle actually has gold leaf in it. Very fancy. So I got the caramel apple stuffed French toast. It says it is decadent French toast stuffed with sweet cream cheese and spiced apples, drizzled with caramel sauce, served with bacon. I don't eat meat, so they were able to do a side of fruit for me. And then Rex just got the traditional breakfast. He was able to get the potatoes without all the peppers, so it does come with like peppers and onions. But just in case you have someone else in your family who doesn't like peppers and onions. Overall, the food was pretty good, but you really come here to see the princesses and to dine inside the castle and to get those amazing views. I definitely think this is worth it if you are a huge Disney fan, a huge princess fan, or you just really want to see what the inside of the castle looks like. It is on the pricier side as far as the fact that you have to prepay and that there is a set menu, but they were able to accommodate all of our allergies and requests, and I kind of felt like it was more of a bespoke meal at the end. We're staying in the Fiji. Pretty. Now, if you're looking to be transported away to an island destination for your vacation, look no further than the Polynesian Village Resort. The music that they pump in around the beach and pathways make you forget you are walking on Walt Disney World property. The resort is a deluxe resort, and it is on the monorail loop, making it one of the most expensive resorts at Walt Disney World. It's situated on the man-made Seven Seas Lagoon just south of Magic Kingdom. If you think you're going to spend a lot of time at Magic Kingdom, this resort might be for you, as it has several options for getting to the park. You can take the monorail, hop on a boat, or take a scenic walk along the lagoon. I really loved walking option at night, as it allowed me to avoid the crowds trying to get on the other modes of transportation.
You can also take the monorail over to the Ticket and Transportation Center and from there head to Epcot, and they also have buses that run regularly outside the front of the resort to take you to the other parks. One thing I didn't love about the resort was the lobby. Now I do appreciate how big and open it is, but before the remodel there used to be this huge rock and waterfall display right in the middle where they would have parrots flying around, and I remember being blown away by this when I was 10 and staying here for the first time. And while I understand that having parrots loose in the lobby might not have been a great idea for guests and probably not for the parrots really either, I do feel that the lobby is missing something now, something special that really sets it apart from other Disney resort lobbies. The Boutique is probably one of the best resort shops on property though. I'm sorry I didn't get any footage at the inside, but hands down they have the best themed souvenirs here than in any of the other resorts that I toured. So that is a wrap on our Polynesian Village Resort stay, and I would 100% stay here again, and I hope to do so. I'll be shocked if any of the other resorts top this one for me. I hope you enjoyed today's video and dining with us at Cinderella's Royal Table. If you did, I'd love for you to hit that like. It helps me out a ton. And if you want to come along for more adventures, please hit that subscribe button. We have another huge and exciting Orlando trip coming up very soon, and there will be tons of videos from that trip as well as my usual Disneyland videos. And as always, magic is out there, friends.